Hello, Mike Leeson here as Friday Tailgate concludes with a top 20 SEC matchup featuring number 13 LSU and number 18 Alabama from 1988. Coach Mike Archer's Tigers entered this contest with a 5-2 record, including key wins over Tennessee and Kentucky. LSU was captained by quarterback Tommy Hodson. Bill Curry's Crimson Tide were 6-1 coming into this home game, with key victories over Tennessee and Penn State. Bama was led by Butkus Award winner Derek Thomas. Let's see if LSU can handle Thomas and the Tide as Friday Tailgate kicks off from Tuscaloosa, only on ESPN Classic.
Come along to the November stretch run as CBS welcomes you to its continuing coverage of college football 1988. Our next stop on the circuit, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And what a glorious afternoon here in the Southeast for this showdown between the Crimson Tide of Bama and the Fighting Tigers of Louisiana State. It'll be a jam-packed Bryant-Denny Stadium for this one this afternoon. The temperature is perfect for football here in Tuscaloosa, but note the wind. It is a stiff breeze blowing from the right to your left. LSU will have it at their back when we start this game. They won the coin flip, and they will defer, and Bill Curry will take the ball. Pat, what about Coach Curry?
You know, I think he's been very much influenced by the coaches he has played under. Bobby Dodd at Georgia Tech, then Vince Lombardi and Don Shula, has surrounded himself with a very good staff here at Alabama.
The kickoff man, David Browndyke. Coach Archer electing to go with Browndyke on all his kickoffs here this afternoon, having experienced some trouble with them a week ago. Browndyke is their field goal specialist, and he is a good one. He's hit all 73 of his extra point attempts, the third longest string in the Southeastern Conference, and the junior puts the ball down on the tee with the wind behind him. Pierre Good and William Kent are standing back on the Alabama 2-yard line. The left-footed kickoff. This is Good. A yard deep. He'll come out at the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Blasts his way to the 31-yard line. The left-handed quarterback will go to work for Alabama. There's a penalty flag down at the 40. As David Smith was bringing the offense onto the field. A penalty marker now being discussed downfield.
And the personal foul called on LSU. He was confused. As Eric Hill, number 54, there reminded him. So he's got the pregame jitters too.
His first call, he's got to get everything straightened out here, and the crowd erupting initially, and now that it's being straightened out.
On the kickoff, on the kicking team, it did not give the kicker ample room after he kicked the ball. 15-yard penalty.
Well, when you use your field goal specialist to kick it off, sometimes you like to put a little pressure on him. Bill Curry knows all about that from his days in the National Football League, and they went out after Browndyke immediately. Now, here's the left-handed quarterback, David Smith. He will have Kevin Turner at fullback. Murray Hill having a terrific year as they come to the line of scrimmage. These are the wide receivers, and now what's happening? Now they're coming to the sideline here. Pat, did you pick up what occurred down here?
It looks like they're going to re-kick it right back here. And again, they begin to march it off the wrong way.
Well, let's just have a do-over. Let's just forget about what happened down there. Well, actually, they are bringing the ball up to the 50-yard line. And Browndyke undoubtedly will bury this one if he gets his foot into it with that wind behind him.
Or how about an onside kick, perhaps? I mean, you have a little better field position. It's a thought. You do have the wind behind you. But nonetheless, this is the part of the field where you might even think about opening the game with an onside kick.
When you coach that other side against me in the Georgia spring game, I'm going to remember that you like the onside kick early on.
Remember, and I'm going to be throwing every down.
Don't give your best plays away. I see that my dog defensive unit beating Florida right now 10-3. That's one we're keeping an eye on, because those of you who follow the Southeastern Conference are very well aware that next week Georgia goes into Auburn. All right, ready to start now. Ball has been teed at midfield. There it goes. The other one was much more interesting. Where were we with the Alabama offense? Oh, yes, the tight end. And what a blocker he is. Those of you who think about NFL careers, watch 85 block. Roger Schultz is in the middle of the offensive line. Rose and Patterson. Patterson, a newcomer at that one guard spot over there. And Strickland and Frumorgan. Now, what about Patterson and Strickland today?
On the right side, they're a little concerned. 2 new players on the right side of the offensive line for the Tide.
Let's see what Alabama comes up with on the first play from scrimmage. They're going to throw on first down off of play action. They drop it to Turner over the middle, and he blasts out to the 27 with Eric Hill, 54, bringing him down for the Tigers.
And Brent, early in this game, you will see Alabama rely on the short passing game. About 53% of their offense comes on little dink passes like this. David Smith, off a very good ball fake, dumps the ball to his fullback, Kevin Turner. But they like to throw the ball underneath the coverage. Bring
Robert Stewart in with the play. He's the fullback. 3 yards to go for the first down for Bama. Now, this is their tailback, and he was stacked up. Murray Hill was hit by Eric Hill and Verge Osbury, both of them. And that is the strength of this LSU defense. There are the 2 men whose names we will call all day, undoubtedly. Ron Sancho there on the other side. Now, Mike Merla steps in. What's the story there, Pat?
Rudy Harmon injured last week. Merla gets a start, a very good run defender, not so good against the pass.
Let's see what Bama elects to do here on 3rd and short. Turner back in at fullback. And they're going to throw off of it. Incomplete. So after a good first down, Bama stalls, and they will punt. And this is one of their better weapons. Chris Moore, number 5, will come on to the field. Some of the scores flashing by on your screen. Moore is out of Thompson, Georgia. That's the same town in Georgia which produced a punter by the name of Ray Guy. Oh, can he bang it? This is Jimmy Young at the 23-yard line, 30. And run out of bounds at the 32-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Tom Hudson. And let's meet some of Tom's supporting cast this afternoon. Vic Jones is available to play at fullback, which will help Eddie Fuller. Alvin Lee, Tony Moss is their leading receiver. And Ronnie Halliburton, the tight end.
And Brent, LSU will win or lose this game on the right arm of Tommy Hudson today. His ability to complete passes, throw the ball, will be the key.
Pat, let's see what they do on first down with it. Halliburton to the left side of the offensive line. And there's a penalty flag on the first play. LSU does not get the play off. Did the crowd bother him?
And it was a matter of time. And again, this is an interesting point. Tommy Hudson is going to be looking for Derek Thomas every time he comes out. When he does that, he's going to take a couple of more seconds, and he got caught there by the 30-second clock.
Derek Thomas was on the left side of the defense, looking in from a down lineman position. Urging the crowd on. He is one of the 4 down linemen, same spot. Egloff getting something straight for Fuller. This is Fuller into the middle of that defense, where Tommy Cole and Keith McCants, number 86. How about the linebackers for Alabama?
This is really the strength of this defense. We've talked about Derek Thomas, but also Keith McCants, one of the inside linebackers, is off to a great start this year, his sophomore year. Number 86, 4'5", he's 250 pounds, and can you chase you down from behind.
Down to Mobile, Alabama. 2nd and long, 9 yards to go for the first down. Now they put Fuller up. He's a great receiver coming out of the backfield. Hudson looks for him. He's covered, rolls to the right. Incomplete. Terrific coverage over there on the far side.
Great coverage by John Nadgum, number 29. Again, good inside pressure on Tommy Hodson, and to rush him, you don't necessarily have to sack him. Just get in his face, force him out of the pocket, disrupt the rhythm, and then number 29 does a nice job of getting his left hand in there without pass interference.
Williams in as a wide receiver along with Lee, and they slot Moss. 3 wide receivers, and they bring the running back in motion. And it's deflected. Mike Remmel, number 92, deflecting that pass.
Anytime a quarterback takes a short drop, defensive lineman, if you can't rush him, you get your hands up. A quick 5-step drop. Remmel, number 92, got the right paw up there and knocked the ball down.
Thomas, far outside left. He's a punt blocking specialist. 2 men pick him up that time. And Murray Hill fields it at the 27-yard line, hammered down behind the 25, and the storyline is set. Alabama so far playing with a great deal of emotion. We'll be right back.
I'm outside with Derek. Derek, tell us about your run.
Well, I found the Hershey's chocolate milk, but it was in the new bottle.
The new bottle?
Yeah, I've been training with those paper carton things.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but they were using this sweet new ergonomically correct single-serve bottle that isn't even in stores yet.
But shouldn't that have helped you?
Yeah, I guess so.
But it didn't?
No, not really.
Well, why not?
I'm not very good, Jim.
I can see that. Hershey's chocolate milk, the official chocolate milk of the X Games.
I love you.
Bad timing can cost you.
I love you too.
That's why there's Ameritrade Advantage. Our advanced analyzer software helps you quickly sort through information, and our streaming data page enables you to size up the market at a glance, so you have all the tools you need to make timely decisions. Ameritrade Advantage, because timing is everything. To find out more about Ameritrade Advantage, visit Ameritrade.com, and while you're there, check out our new 10-second guarantee.
Don't just sit there. Everybody polka with this new 36-song collection from Cornerstone Promotions. This is the most complete polka collection yet. Everybody Polka features 36 of your favorite tunes performed by the legends of polka. Everybody Polka is not sold in stores. Here's how to order. Call this toll-free number now for Everybody Polka. 2 cassettes, $19.98. 2 CDs, $26.98, plus $5.50 shipping. Have your credit card ready and call now.
This weekend, Friday on ESPN, the 2001 Wild Onion Urban Adventure Race is off and running, and canoeing and biking. On Saturday, Kurt Kittner and the 18th-ranked Fighting Illini take on Brandon Hance and 15th-ranked Purdue. On ESPN2, Joe Paterno's got the record. Now his Nittany Lions host Southern Miss at Happy Valley. Later on ESPN, Jonathan Wells and Ohio State meet Minnesota and top running back Tellis Redmond. Do you have all the ESPN networks?
Hello, I'm Mike Leeson, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
Alabama scoreless with LSU. Georgia now leading Florida 16-3. As you see some other results flash across your screen here from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Syracuse dominating Navy. Clemson over North Carolina big this afternoon. And there's the one that is so important, the game being played in Jacksonville.
Well, ever since you moved down to Savannah, you're really following those dogs, aren't you?
First and 10. Last time Alabama won the SEC was 1981. They run Hill behind the right side of the line, and Ron Sancho and Greg Jackson hammer him there for the Tigers. Let's take a look at that defensive line. How good is it, Pat?
That's the nose tackle. Phillips is really having a very good year. A dominant nose tackle inside. This is the strength of this team right there in the tackles. Dunbar had 3 sacks a week ago, and Clint James has really come on too.
2nd and 6 with David Castile, who scored 4 touchdowns against Mississippi State, in at tailback for Bama. They run Castile on a cutback. He slides free, and he is out to the 41 for a Bama first down before Jimmy Young can tackle him.
David Castile really cut this play back on his own, and most of the plays in college football, the big runs, come on the backside of the defense. There was nothing there where the hole was to the left side, but the good vision brought him back to the right. He picked up the first down.
Double tight end, Russell and Cross. This is Russell in motion. They overload the left, and they run Castile behind it, and he battles his way close to midfield.
You know, Brent, David Castile got a lot of attention last week after scoring the 4 touchdowns. He said, you know, I've been lockering next to Bobby Humphrey from years, and after all the games, all the sports writers trampled on me and my clothes and got in my way, and it's, hey, guys, it was nice to have you around my locker. Big game a week ago.
What a duel over there on the left side with Cross blocking Hill. Castile cut off, tries to cut back this time. And Carl Dunbar, 63, the leading sacker. One of the great matchups that will decide the outcome of this game. Watch Cross get out on Hill. Hill is a #1 draft choice as a linebacker. He was looking back in on the cutoff, but you could see how Cross stayed right on him with his block. He did not let him free. 3rd and 2 right now, and will they go behind him or will they look elsewhere? They overload the 2 tight ends to the left side. And they play fake off of it and throw for the first down to Payne. That was some play called upstairs by the assistant coaches.
Homer Smith is the offensive coordinator, and he said to win this game, we're going to have to be excellent fakers. A terrific fake by David Smith there on the play action. One of those subtle things that can help you win a football game, and that gave Payne a lot of room inside because all the linebackers were respecting the fake.
Greg Payne, their leading receiver, leaves right now, and Marco Battle, number 88, replaces him. He brings the call in. And again, they'll go double tight end. Russell on a right wing, and they'll bring him in motion in behind Smith. So they're overloading the left side. And off a play fake in that direction, Hill is cut off, and they throw complete to Battle. Tony Houston tackling him. A very well-conceived game plan. Another 14-yard gain for Bama.
And David Smith throws a lot of what you call catchable balls. The balls are thrown right in the numbers. Watch Marco Battle. Off the play action fake, this time he rolls out, gets a good block from his fullback, settles there in the zone, but the ball is very catchable, right in the numbers. David Smith has had a very accurate year.
Castile behind Turner in the backfield. Cross is over on the right side this time. Castile picks his way. A nice run to the 20-yard line by David Castile. When he scored those 4 touchdowns last week, that tied the Alabama school record by Bobby Marlowe and Johnny Musso. Now watch Cross on this side, Pat.
And again, he is a dominating blocker. See how he keeps his feet together? He takes tiny little steps. That time he holds up Sancho so he can't make the play.
Leaves them in 2nd and 4. Turner, the fullback. He will lead off the toss. One of Bama's base plays, and Louisiana State was ready for it that time. They stopped him short of the first down. Verge Osbury, 98, and 63 Carl Dunbar. They really plugged it up.
Again, one more look at Howard Cross. Pete Jenkins, the defensive coordinator at LSU, said in 27 years of coaching, he blocks the pitch play better than any tight end I've ever seen.
Now a 3rd and 2 for Alabama. We're scoreless. They load up with David Lenoir at the right tight end spot off a fake to Castile. Smith rolling to the left, being chased, and throws it incomplete. Cross was well covered, and Louisiana State claiming that he intentionally grounded the ball, but he had a receiver in that area. So with Pat O'Brien and Pat Hayden here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, I'm Brent Musburger. 2 of the 4 teams tied for first. Southeastern Conference, scoreless right now with Wyoming leading in the WAC. Now here comes Philip Doyle, the sophomore kicker, for a 35-yarder. It is 4th and about 1.5. The holder is Chris Moore. They have faked once this year for a touchdown, with Moore, who was the high school quarterback, throwing a pass back to Doyle. But here Curry prefers to get on that board first if he can, and he does. Alabama strikes first. They lead it by a field goal, and we'll be right back.
It's here, waiting for you. Inside is unlimited strength and power. It builds confidence and reshapes your body. It can change everything. This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance, all in the convenience of your own home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Bowflex is real. The results are real. The question is, are you ready for Bowflex? For a free video and brochure, call or go online at bowflexdirect.com. Do the research, listen to real customers, then place your order online and get started. Bowflex. Who said change isn't easy?
A story of friendship.
He was everybody's friend.
Of courage.
Brian had such a big heart.
And one man's will to live.
He died fighting every step of the way.
Brian Piccolo. Sports Century, 8 p.m. tonight on ESPN Classic.
2-1 pitch from Shaw. That's number 4,192.
This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex, the power is yours.
Alabama sacked LSU quarterback Tommy Hodson on 3rd down inside the Tiger 5-yard line, forcing a punt. With a 3-point lead, the Tide moved downfield on the ground. And with just under 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter, kicker Philip Doyle nailed a 24-yard field goal, putting Alabama up by 6. The Crimson Tide regained control in LSU territory after another Tiger punt, and a screen pass to running back David Castile moved them into scoring position. We pick up the action at the start of the second quarter, where Alabama has the ball 2nd down near Louisiana State's 21-yard line.
College football is a way of life in Alabama. 6-1 and starting to smile again here around Tuscaloosa. But still, they'll wear those caps that say the Bear. He started it all down here, this legend. It's a tough act to follow. It's an impossible act to follow. And Bill Curry is doing the best he can right now. 6-1 and looking for their first SEC championship since '81. Castile picks his way close to the 15-yard line. And in case you just joined us, here's a summary of where we stand. Castile must carry the burden. Murray Hill out, and we get word probably for the remainder of the game. Alabama defense has dominated it. And the Bama offense keeping control of the clock. Now LSU has to be pleased about one thing when you look at all those statistics. They're down by only 2 field goals. This is a critical drive. This is 3rd and short for Bama. The big fella, Stewart's at fullback. Russell comes in motion behind Smith. Here's Castillo, first down.
You know, Brent, some guys just have a knack of jumping over the top. And what David Castillo does is he gets real close to the line of scrimmage before he jumps. Some guys mistime the jump, but not Castillo. And the vertical jump, I think, has really become the measuring stick of athletes these days. Not so much 40-yard times, but how high can a guy jump?
I don't know if it counts when you go head first on that vertical leap.
And the Russian judge, 3.2.
Now it is 1st and 10 again for Alabama. They have threatened twice and been held to field goals. This is Turner picking his way toward the 10-yard line.
What we have seen from this Alabama offense is a real nice mix. You've seen some power plays, some sweeps outside. You've seen a couple of dinks by David Smith. He continues to fake the ball very well, and soon down here he'll probably run a boot play.
Interesting scores that just rolled by. Arkansas pretty much unheralded, having a big-time season down there in the Southwest. We'll see them undoubtedly later in the year against Miami. And here he is, Smith faking, throwing to Russell, and he is stopped at the 5. They may spot it close to the 4. It's going to be very close to a first down. A favorable spot for Alabama with Jimmy Young, number 5, there defensively.
You know, David Smith said something interesting to me, I think, about Lamont Russell. He says he comes open at the right time. Some receivers get open too early or too late, but Russell has the knack of coming in open right when I'm ready to throw.
Well, Coach Archer here on the LSU sideline has seen his team pretty much back on its heels so far. Now, as Smith comes up to the line, there is the bandaged right leg. It was an injured knee that knocked him out early. He's been back now and settling in for the last 3 games. It's severed a ligament in the right knee, yet he's been able to come back and play well. Here is Stewart pounding his way, and I do mean pounding, toward the 2-yard line. The battering Ram fullback, the big bull.
And this is where the LSU defense gets very tough to score on. It's tough to run the ball in on them because their front 3, Dunbar, Phillips, and James, really come off the ball.
What do you think here? Some kind of a roll play, Pat?
They've had success throwing to the tight end last week. 2 touchdowns on short passes.
They've got a double tight end in there, Cross and Russell. They'll run the toss to Castillo. Touchdown, Alabama.
Go for 2 points here to try to make it a 14-point game.
Castillo scored those 4 touchdowns last week against Mississippi State. His mother has never seen him play in person until today, and she is in the stands. So the try for the 2, and remember, it's alive if there's a turnover in this situation. Here's the toss to Castillo. Stewart trying to clear the way. He won't get it. They'll sit on 12 with Ron Sancho, number 52, making the big play here defensively. Watch Sancho as you see the touchdown run, which has made it 12-0 Alabama.
A year ago, I'm bumming. I'm seeing hair here and hair there, so I started using Rogaine.
Simple, safe, clinically proven to regrow hair.
Look, nothing here, nothing here. It's all here.
Rogaine, stronger than heredity.
This is Silverado Heavy Duty. Available with the new Duramax Diesel. the most powerful diesel you can get in a pickup. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck from Chevy.
Suffering succotash.
I thought I saw a putty cat. I did.
I'll catch you, Tweety. Hi, I'm Noel Blanc. My daddy, Mel Blanc, was the voice of nearly all the classic Looney Tunes characters. But my favorites are still Tweety and Sylvester. You never knew what those two were gonna do. They even won an Oscar, and they appeared in over 40 cartoons. And now please join me as we introduce the Tweety and Sylvester talking animated clock. This piece of Warner Brothers history is a completely interactive clock. Every hour, Tweety turns up and bops Sylvester, and Sylvester responds as he gives Tweety the hungry eye. You'll get a new show every hour with dozens of different dialogues, expertly engineered to precise detail and standards. Watch as Tweety opens his door with a laugh.
Come on, tease me.
But look out for Sylvester's swinging pendulum tail. The clock features a precision quartz movement with a hidden panel to adjust the time. It even has a light sensor to tell it when it's nighttime. This special edition timepiece will make telling time fun.
Mommy, it's 8 p.m.
Officially licensed by Warner Brothers, the Tweety and Sylvester talking animated clock is not available in stores. It's only available through this special television offer. Call right now, and you can get the amazing Tweety and Sylvester talking animated clock for only $49.99. As a special bonus, when you order, we'll include this remote control free with your clock. Now you don't have to wait to see Tweety and Sylvester in action. That's right, you get the Tweety Sylvester clock and the bonus remote control for only $49.99. So pick up the phone and call now, folks.
To order the Tweety and Sylvester clock for $49.99 plus shipping, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-215-0600 or send a check or money order to the address on your screen. You must be 18 to call.
Gotta go.
Hello, I'm Mike Leeson, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
12-0. Bama leading LSU. Doyle hammers it into the end zone. And Wayne Williams, he was going to change his mind. 10, 15-yard line. He who hesitates is frequently lost.
But again, this is the time when Tommy Hodson has to come to the forefront. In his junior years, had a remarkable career his first 3 years now, and he needs to get the ball downfield, in particular, get the ball to his wide receiver, Tony Moss.
How about the cadets of Army? Very quietly, they have had a remarkable season under Coach Young. They will be favored over the Middies in Philadelphia in December, and the Middies will probably win. Slip Watkins and Darrell Williams are now in as running backs. They'll try Watkins. He's missed some action because of a hip pointer injury that he suffered against Auburn. Willie Wyatt, number 98, tripping him up. Watkins is the speed man in this LSU backfield as Coach Archer tries to change things up right here. LSU trailing Bama 12-0. We have 11 and a half minutes remaining in the first half. We have 2nd and 8. Alvin Lee comes wide to the right for Hudson. This Bama defense, led by Derek Thomas, who's now standing up from the left, has started to dominate. Watkins crushed in the middle. Tommy Cole leading the way.
Tommy Cole just keeps his shoulder pads so low he can really get leverage, get in quickly.
And his great love is stock racing. His hero, Bobby Allison. Bobby's brother came up to us before the game. They brought him an autographed hat today, and they said when he gets finished, we'll take him out to the track. But not until his football season is over. The Allisons live close by, and for a long time they've been Bama fans. And they're enjoying what they're seeing right now. Hudson throws complete to the 24-yard line. Davis and Mangum were working defensively on Moss.
Again, the pressure, second from the top, still is off the line of scrimmage. It usually means he's going to stunt. But the pressure of Hodson, when he gets off the line of scrimmage, he's usually going to go inside or outside on the stunt. Hodson feels him, has to throw the ball a little bit early.
Oh, LSU has been dominated so far. Now Rene Bourgeois is a walk-on punter, averaging better than 42 yards a punt. Cassimus, what a booming punt that is. Drives Cassimus inside the 25, out to the 30 now. And he is down at the 34-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the first half. This is an important defensive series coming up for LSU. We'll be right back.
Attention, Americans without prescription drug coverage. Don't wait to find out if Medicare will ever cover all your prescriptions or if your employer will ever offer you coverage. Get the People's Prescription Plan today. Members have already saved over $180 million on prescription drugs, eyewear, hearing aids, and more at over 50,000 locations nationwide. Your household is covered for just $7.95 a month with no limits on use, so the savings can really add up. And as a special offer, when you call today, you pay just $2.95 for your first month, a savings of $5 off the regular price. Plus, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. There are no claim forms or waiting periods. You save right on the spot. So don't wait for the politicians or your employer to decide if they're going to help you with prescription costs. Save now with the People's Prescription Plan.
Call 1-800-722-2100 for free information on the People's Prescription Plan. 1-800-722-2100. Call now.
Cell phones. Everybody has one. And now you can turn yours into a hands-free speakerphone system like those expensive luxury cars. Introducing CellTech. That's right, it turns your ordinary cellular phone into a hands-free speakerphone. No more fumbling with your cell phone when your hand should be on the wheel. With CellTech, you can talk and listen completely hands-free while you drive safely and comfortably.
Everything's signed and ready to go.
That's great. I'll be there in about 10 minutes, okay?
CellTech works with all the top makes and models, like Nokia, Motorola, Ericsson, and more. Simply place your phone in the padded phone holder and clip the holder to your vent. Now attach the power pack to your phone, plug the other end into your cigarette lighter, and that's it. Just a few quick seconds, and you're ready to go. The built-in speaker and microphone let you enjoy the same hands-free convenience as the drivers of those expensive luxury cars.
I still have to pick up Sean at soccer practice.
Okay, honey. I'll pick up something for dinner. See you soon.
In fact, your CellTech has even more features. The powerful speaker can be tilted for optimum hearing, and you can adjust the volume any way you like it. And look, CellTech also comes with a charger outlet, so you can charge your phone while you're using it. When you leave the car, you have a fully charged cell phone to take with you. But the greatest feature of all is the price. You've seen similar hands-free phone kits selling for almost $60. But CellTech, with all its features, is yours for the amazing low price of only $19.95. But wait, order in the next 10 minutes and you'll also get this CellTech earpiece absolutely free. Just plug it in and enjoy private conversations. Don't delay. Order your CellTech now.
To order CellTech, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-342-3200 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $6.95 shipping to CellTech, 6960 Eastgate Boulevard, Lebanon, Tennessee, or call 1-800-342-3200.
Real Classics. It's more than just movies. It's an inside look at sports' greatest films from the actors who made them classics. James Caan and Billy D. Williams get personal about Brian's Song. Billy D. on meeting his character.
When I met Gale Sayers, it was very interesting. When I met him, I knew him. I understood him.
James Caan on meeting Billy D.
Billy was built like this flyer, and I beat Billy by 20 yards in the fourth. I go, come on, Billy, man, stop screwing around.
Brian's Song, Sunday at 9, only on ESPN Classic.
Fourth quarter. Defense is dominating this CFA battle down in the heart of the Southeastern Conference. 3 downs and out each time for LSU, being shut out by Bama 12-0. And the offensive line being instructed down there. Pat, what's gone wrong with this Fighting Tiger offense?
It has really been first down that has been the problem. They've tried to run the ball every first down. They've not thrown it yet, and they've been getting stuffed on the run.
Let's see what Bama does on 1st and 10. Castile set behind Turner in the eye. Off a play fake, Smith has time on his deep drop, and it is complete. Should have been intercepted and wound up in the arms of Russell. That was Verge Osbury, who had dropped off into his zone. A 14-yard gain. Osbury had a shot at it.
And I think this is the toughest ball to catch for any receiver. Again, a great play fake by Smith, but one that either gets deflected or a guy goes right through his arms. But Russell had tremendous concentration and made the play.
I don't know if Osbury could have caught it, but he certainly could have deflected it, couldn't he? Hard to tell for sure if he could have caught it from that angle. We were in behind him. Regardless, it's another first down, and this time they will run Castile, who cuts away, breaks a tackle by Sancho, and a penalty marker comes down as Castile crosses midfield. Was that a face mask over there on the far side, or was there a holding penalty?
It looked like an early face mask, but the flag was thrown late.
Not an unintentional face mask, 5-yard penalty on the white team.
Watch run Sancho, and the problem is when you get tied up with a tight end as much as he is right now, and you're just trying to make the play, you reach out the hand anywhere you can, and you get the inadvertent face mask.
Well, the good times certainly have returned here this afternoon so far for Alabama, haven't they?
This Alabama team, we have seen them 2 of the last 3 weeks, seems to be gaining momentum and strength as the year has gone on. The defense really has played well.
The offense becoming a little more polished as we watch them come together. Game plans have been outstanding. William Kent, number 30, has replaced Castile. He will be the tailback right now. They'll toss it to him. Turner leading the way, and he finds daylight and makes his way to the 37-yard line before Bice brings him down for LSU.
William Kent is one of those complete kinds of backs. He can run the ball outside, can run it with power inside. They like him as a receiver as well, and not a bad blocker.
And that first down statistic shows you why it's 12-0 on that scoreboard. 2 field goals and a touchdown for Alabama.
And the difference is they've really been mixing it up on first down with the run and the pass.
Now on a 1st and 10. Long count as Smith changes it at the line, and now he calls for a timeout, but I don't think he got it in time. The penalty flag comes down. I don't think he got his timeout called in time, but they're going to charge him with one right now. There was a penalty marker thrown back down at the 30-yard line. They may change this. Let's see what happens.
And that's what Mike Archer is pointing out. He's pointing at the flag. That's the worst of both worlds, that you get the timeout and the penalty.
Dead ball, delay a game, red team, time had expired before he called timeout.
Okay, so at least to get the timeout back. That can happen when you have an offense a little bit like Alabama does, where you're moving people around and shifting people. Sometimes you can get caught by the 25-second clock.
Bear Bryant, you recognized him with the hat. With Coach Bill Curry, it's the sweater. He wears a white one on the road and the dark one at home.
Looks like the kind of guy that knows what kind of wine goes with fish, you know. Looks very collegiate.
Yeah, you know, he's a good-looking guy for somebody who spent all that time battling Dick Butkus and the rest of those middle linebackers. 2nd down and 15 for Bama. Now Kent comes to the left wing. They send him down. Short drop for Smith, incomplete, and Greg Payne with a penalty marker down. Mike Mays hit Payne early.
It was
and a penalty flag came down.
It was unanimous. 3 penalty flags came down on Mike Mays.
Defensive pass interference. It'll be an automatic first down at the spot of the foul.
One of the few passes we've seen David Smith really throw down the field much. A timing pattern. You see Mays did not see the ball, gave Payne the push, and the referee was there to make the play, the call.
Stewart in at fullback. Again, Smith calling the play at the line. 50-year senior. Off the toss, they'll throw again, looking for Payne, and it is intercepted, no, incomplete. Rolled away and out of Jimmy Young's hands. LSU can't quite get a break. They've been so close to a big play here this afternoon.
It's funny, some games you just make the plays, some days you don't. Again, an excellent fake by David Smith, but Jimmy Young was not fooled, played the ball beautifully, and then actually Greg Payne did a real nice job, went on defense and knocked the ball away from Jimmy Young.
Second down and 10. Kent cuts back beautifully. Powers his way inside the 15 for an Alabama 1st and 10.
Inside linebackers have to be careful not to overrun the play. That's what William Kent saw there as he tried to run the sweep. Again, the block on the linebacker, both Sancho and Hill, you're going to see the blocks here and here really key the way for William Kent. The inside linebackers kind of overrun the play. Merla, number 93, overruns it. Kent sees that, cuts it inside.
1st and 10. Alabama leading 12-0 and threatening again. Turner was stacked up at the 15. That was Carl Dunbar, number 63, leading the defensive charge for the Tigers.
You mentioned Dunbar. He is a converted linebacker. You're seeing more and more college teams do that, making defensive ends and nose guards out of linebackers because they want speed rushing the passer because the college football game has changed so much.
2nd down and 9 for Bama. Smith, and Sancho wraps him up.
Ron Sancho ran right over David Castile, and there's all sorts of mismatches in a game, and this is one of them. When a linebacker is being blocked by the end, watch the top of the screen, Sancho's number 52. David Castile is in position to block him, but the strength of Sancho ran right through him and made the sack. That's a nice play.
Prince Wimbley, number 32, brings the play in for Alabama on this 3rd and 14. He's out wide to the left. They run Stewart on the draw. Sancho came quickly that time and brought him up. The outside linebacker turning in 2 plays. Alabama will settle for a field goal try here, leading 12-0.
And if you're wondering why Bill Curry did not throw the ball there, I think, Brent, he thinks his defense is playing so well that he didn't want to risk a turnover there.
Now ahead 12-0 inside of 6 minutes, and Coach Curry unhappy with Castile's effort on the play. Would you even think about a fake here? You've got a 33-yard field goal. You got an awfully long way to go for a 1st down.
Yeah.
Actually, you got a 4th and 11. Doyle has been perfect on 2, and this one right through again. Doyle is 3 for 3. Castile has run in for 1. It's 15-0 Alabama.
Now from Dish Network, a great movie offer. Order Stars, and you'll get 7 additional premium movie channels free. That's 8 movie channels for the price of 1. All from the Stars Super Pack, number 1 in new hit movies. Over 500 movie choices every month. 8 movie channels for the price of 1. Only $10.99 a month. The Stars Super Pack. 8 movie channels for the price of 1. Call now. 1-800-333-DISH.
Everyone knows his voice.
Is this Clarice? Hello, Clarice.
Everyone knows his name.
Good evening, Dr. Lecter.
And everyone knows
I'm giving very serious thought
what he's hungry for.
to eating your wife.
Hannibal on pay-per-view. Hannibal, rated R. Order it on pay-per-view.
It's a day filled with the best action in Wisconsin sports history, and it's only on ESPN Classic. First, it's Super Bowl glory for 2 legendary Packers teams, and 82's comeback win for the Brewers over the Angels on the road to their first World Series. Plus, Ron Dayne and the Badgers battle UCLA in the '99 Rose Bowl. Then, Sports Century profiles Green Bay legends Vince Lombardi and Paul Hornung. Classic Wisconsin starts at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, Saturday, only on ESPN Classic.
Comes in handy, huh?
It's a lifesaver.
We're looking for a new VP of our Northeast operations. Stop by my office later.
Hey, Kevin, aren't you the VP of Northeast Operations?
Imagine what the Journal could do for you. Get 8 weeks of the Journal for just 38 cents a day, a 50% savings. Call 800-592-9400. That's 800-592-9400.
Hello, I'm Mike Gleason, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
Back in Tuscaloosa, Alabama leading LSU 15-0. Pat, you and I were just talking. We're somewhat surprised that LSU has been a little flat here so far.
They do look flat, and particularly it's surprising in a game of this magnitude. This is a winner-take-all kind of game. If you win, you go on to have a chance to win the conference championship. If you lose, you're out.
Well, maybe they can bust a return here. Watkins at the 5, 10, 15, 20. He's got great speed, and he could not get outside. Just a sensational special teams play that time by Brian Stutson, number 39, with Mickey Guidry coming on to play quarterback. But don't think they're yanking Hodson, even though he's been unable to move the team. They always do this. Mickey Guidry gets a series in the second quarter, and he'll have Watkins' speed on the game. Let's see if Guidry can get a first down. LSU got Watkins onto the field late. There's confusion out there with this offensive set. Now they settle in. Moss comes in motion. Guidry will throw on first down. Egloff, the fullback, the receiver, and Kendrick drills him out of bounds on the near side.
And their first pass on first down, and that's the difference. Mickey Guidry has played a lot in his career. He's a senior at LSU, played almost the entire game against Alabama a year ago. Is a very qualified thrower. He has a strong arm, and he can throw with touch.
LSU needs to throw more on first then, Pat. That's your feeling?
That's the way you take the pressure of Derek Thomas off.
And they run Fuller for a first down. The initial burst for 13 yards, and Guidry comes onto the field and starts moving the offense immediately.
Watch the block by the fullback Egloff here, and this is always the key in the LSU offense because he is going to have to throw the primary block, the key block, on about 95% of their plays.
Willie Williams, the tight end. He switches over to the left side. Off a fake to Fuller. Guidry buying time. Throws complete to Alvin Lee. Inside the 30-yard line with Davis hauling him down after a 22-yard gain. Guidry has the Tigers on the move.
And again, a pass on first down. And when you throw the ball on first down, you just have a lot more time to throw it. The pass protection held up well, and Guidry was able to find Lee.
They put Derek Thomas down as a flex man off the line. He wasn't needed that time because Tommy Cole, number 51, came in and busted up that play defensively.
Take a look at Tommy Cole right here and watch how low he gets and how quickly he gets off the line of scrimmage. Just fights through two blocks. He's supposed to get trap blocked, feels the pressure, and then makes the play on Fuller.
Right behind Cole, you saw Derek Thomas being flexed off the line and down. Now they move him to the right end. He's picked up by Williams, and they throw complete to Fuller coming out of the backfield. And that will be another first down, I believe.
And a nice mix between dumping the ball off to the backs and throwing the ball downfield. Eddie Fuller has had a great year as a receiver. That's his 26th catch.
Check that now. It is just short. They've got a third and less than a yard to go. And they run Fuller for the first down. He bolts inside the 10-yard line. Mickey Guidry has changed the rhythm offensively for LSU, and this is their best drive by far of the afternoon.
And Eddie Fuller never stops moving his legs. Again, each runner seems to have their own style, but watch him. The legs are always pumping. Gets a nice block by Ubix, his right guard, and then is strong enough to break a tackle.
Getting a lot of vocal support. They're headed down to where the LSU fans are watching this game. They run Fuller, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Got to the 4 before his forward progress was stopped. And here are the LSU fans, or a portion of the 8,000 who have driven here from Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and all of those places in Louisiana. Your beloved Fighting Tigers, one of 4 teams tied at the top. Georgia going to win this afternoon, so for the time being, they have a half-game lead. Auburn winning, but out of the conference today. Now, 2nd and goal. Fuller in motion, and they run. The big fullback in for the touchdown. LSU gets on the scoreboard as Jay Egloff has taken it in.
And Mike was deciding whether he was going to go for 1 or 2. He's elected to go for 1. But college football is a game of adjustments. When they came out, it was made the adjustments in the offensive line. We talked when we saw the offensive line coach talking to those players, and they've trapped a lot more. That trap led to a touchdown.
It is possible that the Alabama defense relaxed a little bit with Hodson over on the sideline. Certainly Derek Thomas was not as prevalent as he has been. And remember that meeting we saw of that offensive line down there. And Browndyke almost missed his first extra point, but he got it through. And it is 15-7. Here is the touchdown again.
The trap block of Ruffin Rodrigue, a huge hole there for Egloff, and that touchdown deserves to get the credit in the offensive line. And the center, Todd Cote, watch the center as he's going to take 2 guys out. The guard traps, the fullback runs right behind him. Cote knocks the nose tackle Wyatt down. Big hole there for Egloff.
So it's 15-7 here, Alabama over LSU. There was a bad snap, and Chris Mook did a fabulous job. The Bulldogs win it. So they certainly are in the final round. We'll see them next Saturday against Auburn.
That is a big drive in a championship game like this, or to get to the next round. A big touchdown drive, which they needed before halftime. 2:52 left in the half.
Well, Florida is eliminated from championship competition in the Southeastern Conference. LSU very much alive, along with Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia. And next week at Auburn, it'll be Georgia and the Tigers. This will be William Kent from the 2. 5, 10, 15, 20. Spins at the 25. A penalty flag is thrown. Penalty marker is down. May have been a clip.
Boy, that was a real late flag. I think they called the clip on Craig Sanderson, but it came very, very late.
During the run back, we had a clip on the return team, be 1st and 10.
Bad field position as a result for the Alabama offense.
Right there, number 21. Good call. He hit him from behind. But again, a big break for the LSU defense.
That was Craig Sanderson who was guilty on that clip. 1st and 10 for Bama. The ball has been set back inside the 10-yard line. And they work David Castile. Now the LSU defense starts to come alive with Carl Dunbar leading the charge. 2.5 minutes, plenty of time if they can force a punt back here to strike again before the intermission.
And they still have 3 timeouts remaining, and a quarterback, Guidry, who is hot and very confident right now.
Kent brings the play in from the Alabama sideline. Cross, the tight end, is to Smith's right. Payne is off to his left. He'll throw back toward Payne. Out to the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Alabama. 1st and 10 for Bama. They run Kent to the 24-yard line. Well, we've got a moment. Let's present this week's Toyota Leadership Awards to those players who've been singled out for outstanding performance in the area of team contributions, academics, and citizenship. And today's Leadership Award winners are Jamie Bice from LSU. He's a history major from Lake Charles. And Kermit Kendrick from Alabama. He's a business accounting major from Meridian, Mississippi. And Toyota gladly donates a check in the amount of $1,000 to each school's general scholarship fund.
Brent, two key injuries there. First, Howard Cross, the outstanding tight end from Alabama, who's really done a great job blocking. And then 62, Darrell Phillips, the nose tackle, who's also played well for LSU. Howard Cross, the tight end for Alabama, is one of the key players because their bread and butter play is that sweep.
David Linwall, number 99, into the game at tight end for Alabama. They run Castile short of the first down. This will leave them in third and short. Carl Dunbar is very active. And Mike Archer wants a timeout call right here. Inside of 1 minute, he wants to see if he can force an Alabama punt. That's why the timeout was called. And we'll be right back in just a moment.
I knew we didn't have enough life insurance. Now I can afford what I need for my family.
We made one call and saved hundreds of dollars. We could put that money toward college.
The person I spoke to really helped us through the process. It was so easy.
Yeah, no hard sell. Just, okay, let's see what you need, then we'll find a policy for you.
We're Zurich Direct, part of Zurich Financial Services Group, over $206 billion strong. And through Zurich Direct, you could save up to 70% on term life insurance. Call now for a free quote. We'll help you decide just how much life insurance you need, and we could save you up to 70%.
We got a $300,000 policy from Mark for just $26 a month.
And that's a lot less than we were paying before.
Call Zurich Direct now for your free quote. It's easy. There's no obligation. Just savings up to 70% on the right policy for you. Zurich Direct, the way life should be. Call now 1-888-566-TERM.
I bet we've done 3 miles already.
No, we've hardly done 2.
The distance is 3.24 miles.
Told ya.
Introducing SoundStep. It's the talking pedometer that tells you just how far you've walked or jogged. Just press the talk button and SoundStep lets you know.
The distance is 4.16 miles.
Want to really impress people? SoundStep even keeps track of the number of steps you've walked or jogged.
You have taken 5,300 steps.
How does your SoundStep know? Because you set it to match your own individual pace. Just clip it to your belt and away you go. You get precision accuracy based on the way you walk or jog. But that's just the beginning. Your SoundStep accompanies your walk with music. There are 7 different melodies that are in sync with the way you walk. The music increases in tempo as your pace speeds up and slows down whenever you do. It's the perfect way to keep you moving at the pace you want. When you stop, the music stops too. But there's more. SoundStep even tells you the time.
It is 6:02 p.m.
So you know when to head back for dinner. Want to quit walking at a certain time? SoundStep even has a built-in alarm with 4 different sounds. Just set it for the time you want and start your walk or run. When it's the time you set, the alarm goes off. Now you can have more fun walking or jogging than you've ever had, and you'll know exactly how far you've gone.
The distance is 5.07 miles.
And look, as a special bonus, your SoundStep even comes with a real built-in radio and earpiece, so you can listen while you walk or jog. The feature-packed SoundStep is yours for only $19.95, so order now.
To order SoundStep, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-506-8400. That's 1-800-506-8400. Or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to SoundStep, 6960 Eastgate Boulevard, Lebanon, Tennessee. Call now 1-800-506-8400.
Neither team could get a drive going after LSU's touchdown. And as we return with 9:20 left in the third quarter, the Tigers have control after an Alabama punt. Right here on ESPN Classic.
Pat O'Brien on the sidelines. On October 30th, 1954, Tony Brandino went to his first Alabama football game. Now, 389, this man has not missed a game, folks, in 389 times. What's your favorite game of all time, Tony?
Oh, I guess the favorite game would be 1971, Alabama Southern Cal. It was Alabama's first wishbone game. One of the most important games, brought Alabama back to its greatest heights.
They had a little quarterback, freshman quarterback there named Pat Hayden, I believe.
Pat Hayden, right. Davis for Alabama. Johnny Musso was fantastic in that ball game.
Thank you, Tony. 389 games. Brent, I don't think I've been to 389 things in my life. Let's go back to you.
You remember that game, Mr. Hayden?
That's right. Sam Cunningham had a big day. Changed the racial complexion of this Alabama team.
1st and 10 for LSU right now. Hodson with Thomas coming, throws complete to Moss. 45. And down at the 40-yard line, John Mangum finally bringing him down. LSU threatening again, a gain of 35 yards.
And Brent, we were talking about the change the racial complexion. Sam Cunningham ran for about 4 touchdowns, I think, in that game. And after that, Bear Bryant really went out and recruited a lot of speed. And black kids here in Alabama brought them into the university's football program.
First down for the Fighting Tigers. Off a fake to Watkins. Hodson dropping it off. And it's a running back. Fuller fumbles the ball out of bounds. John Mangum knocked the ball free. And let me check that. I believe that's 32. Let's see who catches that. This could be Darrell Williams. Yes, it is. That was not Fuller. Now watch the ball come free on the hit as he comes down. What do you think? Did the carpet cause that fumble?
No, I don't think the carpet caused the fumble, but it did go out of bounds, so they get the ball there.
First and 10 now for LSU. Threatening again, trailing 15-7 and on the move with a strong 8 minutes to go in the third. Watkins to the short side, and McCants, Willie Shepard bringing him down, 96, but there's a penalty flag down, thrown in that holding area.
Shepard made the tackle.
Brent, I've got a lot of admiration for Tommy Hodson. He was struggling in the first half, but he has come out here now, put together a couple completions, and that is tough for a quarterback to do when he is struggling in a hostile environment like this.
Penalty against LSU moves the ball back to the 33, and it'll be 1st and 20. To get a first down, LSU must get to the Bama 13-yard line. See what they come up with. Slot formation to the left with Moss inside of Lee, and now they get 3 wideouts over there with Watkins, and they will come back with the fullback, and he is stacked up at the 32. Derek Thomas, 55, leading the defense.
One of the things that LSU really does not do a lot of is throw the ball downfield in the vertical zones. And when they get in 2nd and 3rd and real long like they are now, it's tough for them in their offensive repertoire to pick up that kind of yardage. You need to get half of it here and then half of it on 3rd down.
Thomas standing up wide to the right. Same formation, Watkins in motion. Hodson has time, throws to the far side, out of bounds. Lee was well covered by Osmond.
Hudson failed, incomplete, intended for Williams. Hendrick defending.
We have not seen LSU do much thus far, Brent, is get the ball at all to their tight end Halliburton. A guy down the middle. If they're taking away your outside guys like they are, somebody's got to be open in that middle of the defense, usually the tight end.
This will be a long field goal for Brown Dyke on 4th down. It is 3rd down. And 18 yards to go for the 1st and 10. Let's see if they chip away or go for the bundle here. Wageroff in motion. Hodson drops it off over the middle. That's to Fuller. Well short of the 1st down, but it gives Brown Dyke some breathing room to attempt the field goal with Keith McCants and Willie Shepard bringing him down.
Yeah, in an 8-point game, that's not a bad call at all. Give your field goal kicker a chance. He put the ball right down the middle of the field for him to kick the ball as well.
Well, he has already kicked 38 field goals. That's the LSU school record. His long is 52. He finally missed from 47 yards against Ole Miss. This is a 37-yard field goal by David Brown Dyke. Got a nice leg. And Chris Mook again has to make a tough hold off a bad snap. But it's 15-10, and we'll be right back.
Hey, there's big news at 7-Eleven. It's the new Big Bite Combo. Delicious Big Bite hot dog made by Oscar Mayer. With free chili and cheese. Whatever you want. An ice cold Dr. Pepper. And a big grab of chips. All for just $1.99. Oh, thank heaven.
Come and listen to my story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then
It's the high, lonesome sound of America.
Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no small
Time Life Music proudly presents the Treasury of Bluegrass.
Blue moon up Kentucky, keep on shining.
Bill Monroe,
Shine on the one that's gone and prudent true.
Ralph Stanley,
Oh, you understand, little Maggie, where the dram glass is.
Flat and Scruggs. Get the Time Life Treasury of Bluegrass on 2 CDs or 2 cassettes.
Oh, they call it that old mountain dew, and them that refuse it of you.
You'll get 30 classic performances. From legendary performers to today's stars, this is the one bluegrass collection to own.
That ain't evening about sundown, on the hill and above the town.
Ricky Skaggs,
How it rang, you could hear it talk, you could hear it
Alison Krauss,
2 highways lay before me. Which one will I choose? Down one lane at
but this special collection is not sold in stores, so please call now.
Treasury of Bluegrass. Use your credit card and call 1-800-653-5544 or send $24.99 for 2 CDs or 2 cassettes, plus $4.99 shipping and handling to Treasury of Bluegrass, Department 1, Richmond, Virginia 23280, or order online at timelife.com.
It's college football season, and that means classic Friday tailgate. Only on ESPN Classic. Every Friday from 1 to 7, witness the greatest game.
Touchdown! The Snake does it again!
The greatest players and the greatest rivalries in college football history. It's the Classic Friday tailgate. Every Friday from 1 to 7. Only on ESPN Classic.
Hello, I'm Mike Gleason, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
There they are, the final 4. The winner here stays alive, and the loser will fall by the wayside. Browndyke. This is Good from the 12. 25. Cut back to the 30. You know, they could well wind up with a Final 4 when you think about it. If Alabama happened to win today and Auburn happened to win at home next week, oh boy, the day after Thanksgiving in Birmingham, get there early.
Yeah. Hey, Auburn, I've seen Auburn once this year. They have a very good defense.
That's after today. The games remaining. LSU stays on the road, goes to Mississippi State. So they can become a huge factor in the battle for the SEC championship. Now they have to deal with David Smith, the left-hander. And he hits it complete to Russell. Russell breaks free, fumble, and it's still free and recovered by Jimmy Young of LSU. What was a first down for Alabama winds up being a turnover and a huge break for LSU.
There is some genius in the simplicity of LSU's defense. Just a 34 defense, but once you get the ball in there, a lot of people are going to hit you. There's 2 guys right there. The ball comes loose when Bice, number 40, strips it loose. Payne misses it, and then it's picked up. There's the strip by Bice, number 40.
The defense is late coming on the field for Alabama. They hand it off now to Fuller, the running back, but they were able to stuff that play. That was George Thornton, 94. They were late getting set up. They were talking to the assistant coach Lindsey over there on the far side, and they came dashing out.
College football is very much a game of momentum and a quarterback having confidence. Right now, it's in LSU's favor.
Hodson has Moss to his left, Lee to his right. He'll run Fuller on the draw, and Thomas bringing him down from behind. He gets to the 47-yard line. That will leave them with a 3rd down.
One thing about Derek Thomas, he's not just a great pass rusher. You think of guys with a lot of sacks, you think they take vacations on running downs, but Derek Thomas does not. Plays just as hard on first down as he does on third.
Coming over to the left, urging the fans on. Hodson needing the 4 yards for the first down. He'll throw for it. And it's Moss. First down, 30, 25. Inside the 20 and still going. He breaks free. Touchdown. LSU leads for the first time. The signal for the 2.
Virtually every team on a two-point play runs some sort of pick play. What you need to do on defense is play a zone defense to take that pick play away.
Hodson looking for the call, and they have to use one of their 3 timeouts in the second half.
In a close ball game, that's a major mistake. In a close ball game, you save those timeouts. You really need them. But here is the touchdown. What you want to do is get your receiver one-on-one with a linebacker. Moss did that here. 47 is the linebacker Davis. They got the ball to him on the move. He picks up a couple of nice blocks. A former running back, he shows those moves and gets in the end zone.
Broke away from freshman Charles Gardner to get on in for the 6. We'll be right back.
It's here, waiting for you. Inside is unlimited strength and power. It builds confidence and reshapes your body. It can change everything. This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. So powerful, it delivers over 60 health club quality exercises with up to 410 pounds of resistance, all in the convenience of your own home. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. And you can own one with no money down and payments as low as $33 per month. Bowflex is real. The results are real. The question is, are you ready for Bowflex? For a free video and brochure, call or go online at bowflexdirect.com. Do the research, listen to real customers, then place your order online and get started. Bowflex. Who said change isn't easy?
Got a research assignment. 10 pages on a historical innovator.
Well, who'd you pick?
Gotta experience the man, the results of his work.
Who'd you pick?
See, the problem with your basic historical innovator is, well, most of them are historical.
Sam, who'd you pick?
Walt Disney?
Come share the excitement at our year-long celebration of Walt Disney's 100th birthday.
We need to experience Walt's vision on Space Mountain.
Again?
Make plans at DisneyWorld.com.
It's research.
This is Bowflex, an entire gym in one easy-to-use machine. Strength training with Bowflex is so effective that we guarantee you'll get the results you want in 6 weeks or less. One simple workout. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week. Bowflex is real. The results are real. Call right now for a free video and brochure. Bowflex, the power is yours.
LSU ahead for the first time, and after a timeout, which was called because there were only 10 LSU players on the field, they will now attempt the two-point conversion, which could boost their lead to 3. That would mean a field goal could only tie them, and in this situation, you've got to go for the win all game long. Moss in motion. Hodson under pressure. Thompson got him. Derek Thomas brings him down, and LSU's lead stays at 1, 16-15.
And give Don Lindsay, the defensive coordinator, credit. He expected the pick play. He played zone defense and took the play away. But watch 55 again, Derek Thomas, who always plays well in big games and at big moments in games. Again, good coverage because it was the zone that allowed Thomas to make the sack.
It was 15-0, remember. And now LSU answers with 16 unanswered points of their own.
Two key things on the touchdown. Watch the linebacker inside who's going to run with the man in motion, and then you're going to see a big block by the tight end, Halliburton, that really sprung Moss. Moss comes out of the backfield. Number 47 is a linebacker covering him because he lined up in the backfield. He clearly runs away from him, and 89 right here who's going to make the block to spring him. That's the tight end who does a nice job of peeling back, and then Moss does the rest on his own.
Browndyke's kick. Here, good at the 9, 15, 20. Down at the 25-yard line. And now, Pat, what about the Alabama offense? They've been a little sluggish for Coach Curry here.
In the first half, they did a great job of mixing it up between run and pass, long pass, and then dumping it out to a back. They have not been able to get into a rhythm in the second half. First down is the key for this offense.
Turner, the fullback, in front of Castile. Battle and Payne are the wide men. Smith looking for Payne. He's got him out of bounds at the far side for a 1st and 10. Jimmy Young defending on the play. A gain of 17.
You know, Brent, the more you watch David Smith throw the ball, the interesting thing is receivers very rarely have to make an adjustment. The ball is always right there close to your body to make it an easy catch.
Now Pierre Good checks in as a wide receiver. Could be sequencing for the end around. He's flying way out now to the left. Steps up as a split end. He's on the line. They bring Russell in motion behind the quarterback. They'll run the toss. And this is Castile. Battles his way out to the 43.
Running a small business is all about pursuing a dream. Making your mark, finding new ways to get things done. Sprint understands. And they have some new ways to help your business succeed, like data services backed by guarantees. They call it the Sprint Small Business Promise. It says that their data services will be among the most reliable in the business. So reliable, in fact, that if the Sprint network goes down, even for a minute, you'll get 3 days of service free. Guaranteed. In short, it says that Sprint will be there for you 24/7, with data services designed specifically for small business and backed by unsurpassed guarantees. For your guarantees, call 1-800-307-1416.
Do it by December 31st, and they'll throw in a Cisco router worth $3,400.
So go on, invent a new product, change an entire industry, shake up the world. Just know that Sprint has you covered. Guaranteed.
Welcome to the annual ESPN the Magazine Sports Mascot Picnic. Every year, pro and college mascots come from all over the country to swap stories, compare dance steps, nice moves, Billy, and talk about how much they love ESPN the Magazine, and show off the free fleece pullover we give to every new ESPN the Magazine subscriber. You know, more mascots subscribe to ESPN the Magazine than any other sports magazine in the world. Hey, here's the college guys. Fellas, who's your ESPN the Magazine favorite? They're so into Dick Vitale.
Call now for ESPN the Magazine. Sports the way it ought to be. Bigger, bolder, with previews, predictions, inside information, and attitude you can only get from ESPN.
Every new subscriber gets this ESPN the Magazine fleece pullover absolutely free. These high-quality fleece pullovers are extra large and roomy. Fits all shapes and sizes, from devils to penguins. And the new charcoal gray color looks good on anyone, even if your skin tone skews slightly blue or orange.
Subscribe now. Get 26 issues, 1 year for just $1 an issue. That's 71% off the newsstand price.
Hey, if you're a sports mascot or simply a regular human who loves sports, pick up the phone and call for ESPN the Magazine and your free fleece pullover.
1-800-851-4466.
Sunday on ESPN Classic, the true story of friends who fought for victory and survived defeat.
You might never play football again.
When time was running out, they pushed each other to beat the odds. James Caan and Billy D. Williams star in a real classic.
I love Brian Piccolo. I'd like all of you to love him too.
Brian's Song, 9 p.m. Sunday, only on ESPN Classic.
Hello, I'm Mike Gleason, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
Alabama's offense was stopped near LSU's 42-yard line. Kicker Philip Doyle's 59-yard field goal attempt fell well short of its mark, and the Crimson Tide continued to trail LSU 16-15. The Tide, however, regained control by picking off LSU quarterback Tommy Hudson, but they were unable to capitalize when Philip Doyle missed another field goal, this time from 55 yards out. The Tide took control again as LSU's offense stalled before reaching midfield. They moved into Tiger territory on the arm of David Smith. And as we return with 8:04 left to play in the game, Alabama is threatening to score.
Pat O'Brien on the Alabama sideline with Clint James just walking off the field here. I was talking to some of the doctors down here, Brent. They say this is the busiest they've been with injuries, and they said player for player, they're coming back and saying they cannot believe how hard they're getting hit. But he added, we hit back too. It's a tough game in there. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Pat. Clint James was helped off, and LSU manages to substitute for him defensively. This is the 15th play of this drive. This is third down. They can get a first down at the 2-yard line. They still have Doyle if they fail. They'll run the base play. Castile turns it up short of the first down.
May get a good mark, Brent.
Let's see where they put it down. Middleton. Fourth down. Fourth and short.
They are not even going to measure, and Bill Curry's not worrying about the decision. He sends his field goal kicker in. It's the right decision.
You must get the lead down here when you have the chance. Scattered boos, but Bill Curry is doing absolutely what the majority of coaches in this country would do. Make no mistake about it. It may seem conservative, 4th and inches. This will be a 20-yard field goal attempt. Moore will put it down. So he's got this one. And Alabama regains the lead. Now that puts the pressure back on the LSU offense. It's 18-16, a 2-point Bama lead.
And remember the Auburn game. Remember the offense, how they came back with under 2 minutes and scored on 4th down to beat Auburn.
So Curry with the kickoff team around him, and we'll be right back for that kick momentarily.
Will she feel the same way if you lose your hair?
Sure. She'll just feel it about somebody else.
Relax. Rogaine. It's simple, safe, and clinically proven to regrow hair. Does she want you to use Rogaine? You better ask.
I'm gonna be late for my own wedding.
No worries. My new Subaru Outback's more stable in a turn than a Lexus RX 300. Gets better gas mileage than a Ford Explorer. And like every Subaru, has the added traction of all-wheel drive.
Subaru Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
The rugged outdoorsy type. Nice choice.
Now you can get an APR as low as 2.9% on all 2002 Outback models.
They have a story to tell, and they tell it in song. TV Music for You presents Once Upon a Song. 34 great hits performed by the world's best-loved musical storytellers.
Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. I learned the truth at 17, that love was meant for beauty queens.
And the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
Once Upon a Song brings you over 2 hours of classic story songs by the artists who made them famous.
Some gal would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
I heard my mama cry. I heard her pray the night Chicago died.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you.
Mama told me not to come.
The devil
down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal.
Today, Billy Joe McAllister jumped off the Tallahatchie Bridge.
You see, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out of the rain.
The day my mama socked it to the Harper Valley PTA.
We may as well go on, 'cause I did on my own.
Once Upon a Song on 2 cassettes or 2 CDs. This offer is not available in stores, so order now. Call this toll-free number now to order Once Upon a Song. 2 cassettes, $21.99, 2 CDs, $26.99, plus shipping and handling. Have your credit card ready and call now.
A story of friendship.
He was everybody's friend.
Of courage.
Brian had such a big heart.
And one man's will to live.
He died fighting every step of the way.
Brian Piccolo. Sports Century, 8 p.m. tonight on ESPN Classic.
Whatever helps, whatever works. And the coach's wife offers this. And the payoff is good. The field goal is hammered home as Philip Doyle, with 7:13 to go, has given Carolyn and her husband Bill an 18-16 lead. But those agonizing moments when you're awaiting that snap back to Moore, oh, thank goodness. And now Doyle to kick it off. Watkins. And Fuller says, don't you dare come out from out there. Get that knee down, and we'll turn it over to the offense on the 20-yard line. This has been such a typical Southeastern Conference game. Great, tough, hard-hitting defense. Going right down to the wire. The crowd climbing into it in Tuscaloosa. Just what you'd want out of the most balanced conference in the land. And next week, more of the same. Auburn and Georgia coming your way. 1st and 10 now for the Fighting Tigers. Tommy Hudson barks the signals. Fakes to Fuller. He'll throw it on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to the 35-yard line. That was Alvin Lee.
And every time that Tommy Hudson has thrown the ball on 1st down, Brent, they've come up with a completion. 2 of them to Alvin Lee on that little crossing route.
And remember, LSU is equipped with a great kicker in David Browndyke. And they have a slight breeze at their back now. The wind is tapered off. This is Fuller. Cuts outside. Slammed down at the 40-yard line, but this will give LSU 2nd and short. And that offensive line now for the Tigers coming right off that line.
And Bill Curry screaming at his defense, but you're right, Brent. This is the situation. 6:30 left in what is called kind of the semifinals of the SEC, if you will. The offensive line has to win the game right here.
4 yards for the 1st down. Williams, the tight end, goes to the left. Thomas is flexed off the line. Fuller, and he cuts through for a 1st down. Out to the 45-yard line. With McCants hanging on, he's given the Tigers a 1st and 10 here at the 6-minute mark.
And the idea is if you can get a little bit of a running game going, you can move the chains and use the clock and perhaps kick the winning field goal and not give Alabama the ball back.
LSU left with 2 timeouts. Alabama down to 1 inside of 6 minutes. Hodson delivering the play to the huddle. Egloff, who has carried the load at fullback. Still in there along with Fuller. Moss and Lee are the wide receivers, and now LSU uses its 2nd timeout.
Now the 25-second clock was going to run out. There's no excuse for that, letting the 25-second clock cause you to call a timeout.
And we'll be right back to Tuscaloosa.
For the ultimate entertainment, it's HBO and Cinemax. Only HBO has the world watching with the biggest epic miniseries of all time. Award-winning originals. And extraordinary music events. Cinemax delivers exclusive Hollywood premieres and the biggest variety of box office hits on pay TV. The very best television has to offer is on HBO and Cinemax.
I'm Lori Farkas for Dish Network FYI. Do you have a certain group of regular television channels that you always watch? Then you should set up a favorites list. To begin, press your menu button and select Favorites option. You can create and change the list yourself, adding and removing channels as you wish. When you make your list active, your program guide displays only the channels in that list. There are many ways to customize favorites to suit your needs.
It's a day filled with the best action in Wisconsin sports history, and it's only on ESPN Classic. First, it's Super Bowl glory for two legendary Packers teams, and 82's comeback win for the Brewers over the Angels on the road to their first World Series. Plus, Ron Dane and the Badgers battle UCLA in the '99 Rose Bowl. Then, Sports Century profiles Green Bay legends Vince Lombardi and Paul Hornung. Classic Wisconsin starts at noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, Saturday, only on ESPN Classic.
Are you near a phone? Can you take down a number? Then call to find out about term life insurance at competitive rates from a respected insurer, Protective Life Insurance Company. A 35-year-old could get a $200,000 policy for less than $14 a month. A 40-year-old could get a $250,000 policy for less than $18 a month. For your free quote, call now. Matrix Direct, 1-800-887-8512.
Hello, I'm Mike Gleason, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
With Pat Hayden and Pat O'Brien, I'm Brent Musburger. Welcome back to Tuscaloosa. Alabama leading LSU 18-16 with 5:41 to go. And the loser will be knocked out of the race for the Southeastern Conference Championship. No team has ever won the SEC title with 2 losses. Georgia knocked Florida out this afternoon, and next week they'll take on Auburn. Here today, LSU and Alabama slugging it out. Ball is at the 45. Hudson off a fake to put it up. Hit as he delivers. It's intercepted by Willie Shepard. Shepard down at midfield, and Hudson took a blow from George Thornton. So Derek Thomas's roommate.
Once again, great pass coverage by the Tide set this interception up. Hudson holds the ball a lot longer than he wants to. Some pressure by Thornton. Willie Shepard does a nice job of reading his eyes and making the play.
David Smith has the offense set to go after the turnover. 1st and 10, brings Russell in motion. And now Alabama's going to go to work on the clock. And he fumbles. Kent turned it over. LSU recovers at the 48. Eric Hill, number 54, knocked it loose. And Mike Mays, 24, recovering for the Bengal Tigers.
And that is a big, big play for the LSU defense, and it gives Tommy Hudson, this man, one more chance. And I have to admire Mike Archer to hanging in there with Tommy Hudson. He knows he brought his team from behind versus Auburn. He's going to give him another chance. Hill, number 54, strips the ball carrier right there. And number 24, Mays, to the corner, makes the recovery. And that can happen because they always have a lot of ball players around the ball.
5:24 remaining. This is Fuller into the middle of the defense, battling his way for 3 yards. Willie Wyatt tackling him. Penn State comes back. And great year for Army.
Well, Brent, I know Mike Archer will be second-guessed about Tommy Hudson if he doesn't pull this thing out, but I agree and like to see a coach hang in there with his quarterback through good times and bad.
2nd and 8 for Hudson. Fuller comes up on the wing on the left side. Hudson runs Egloff on the draw, and Egloff blasts his way close to a 1st down. Charles Gardner in on the stop for Alabama.
Jay Egloff has played a marvelous game at fullback for LSU as they move the chains and get one more first down. But Egloff has done a great job of blocking, receiving, and that time running the football.
The ball is at the Bama 38. Moss and Lee are wide to Hodson's right. Hodson's going to throw. Thomas, and it's deflected by number 86, Keith McCants. Got a hand on it and knocked it away. Thomas frozen just momentarily on the action in the backfield, and Hudson able to get it off in the teeth of that rush. But watch the heat that was coming.
And right inside again, it was Thomas McCants. He is 6'4", 250 pounds, and runs 4.5. He is nothing but athlete.
It is up to the Bama defense. 2nd and 10. Egloff moves up to find out what Hodson's calling. Now, Hodson with time rolling to the right. His receivers are covered. On the run, he throws, and it's incomplete. And that was Charles Gardner, the 6'3" freshman from Carson, California, who ripped the ball free.
And boy, the Bama defensive backs really did a nice job with sticking with the coverage. That's tough to do when a quarterback is scrambling. Just stayed right on the receivers.
Inside of 4 minutes, 3:59. The young man who traveled here from Los Angeles loved the surroundings when he came down here on a recruiting trip. And he figures to be a good one.
This
3:59, 18-16, 3rd and 10. Hudson slips, falls on the carpet. Alabama's recovered. A fumble on the snap exchange. Willie Wyatt recovered the fumble.
Brett, I think Tommy Hodson's foot got stepped on by either the guard or center. I've seen that happen an awful lot in situations like that when the center is trying to get out too quickly. And he lost the ball, and a nice recovery by Wyatt.
That's like two heavyweights slugging it out at midfield, isn't it? One turnover after another. Inside of 4 minutes now, Bama trying to hold on. And that was Castile, who was back in at tailback. This will be 2nd down and long with Ron Sancho bringing him back. Pat, let's take another look at that for you.
Again, you watch the center there. It looked like actually he did not get his foot stepped on. I think he missed the snap count. He was expecting the ball to be snapped, and you see him talking to the center. It was a miscommunication between Kuti and Hodson.
Second down and long. Smith with a blocking call at the line. Off the play fake. He goes to Bello, who's got it, dropped it, incomplete.
I love the call, though, Brent. I love the call. Everybody's expecting Bama to jam the ball, try to run it from tackle to tackle, the play action fake. And Battle makes a great effort at it. If the ball had a little bit more loft on it, he could have run underneath it for an easy score.
3rd down and 9 for Smith and Bama. Smith straight back, throws near side and incomplete. Young working defensively that time on Payne, and it'll be up to Moore to get off a 4th down punt here at the 3-minute mark. And this is one of the better legs you'll see in college football. And LSU might go after him here at the 3-minute mark.
Chris Moore, number 5, information.
Young is set to return. And against the rush, he hangs it high beautifully. Fair catch at the 15-yard line. They are 85 yards away after that booming 46-yard punt.
I bet we've done 3 miles already.
No, we've hardly done 2.
The distance is 3.24 miles. Told ya.
Introducing SoundStep. It's the talking pedometer that tells you just how far you've walked or jogged. Just press the talk button and SoundStep lets you know.
The distance is 4.16 miles.
Want to really impress people? SoundStep even keeps track of the number of steps you've walked or jogged.
You have taken 5,300 steps.
How does your SoundStep know? Because you set it to match your own individual pace. Just clip it to your belt and away you go. You get precision accuracy based on the way you walk or jog. But that's just the beginning. Your SoundStep accompanies your walk with music. There are 7 different melodies that are in sync with the way you walk. The music increases in tempo as your pace speeds up and slows down whenever you do. It's the perfect way to keep you moving at the pace you want. When you stop, the music stops too. But there's more. SoundStep even tells you the time.
It is 6:02 p.m.
So you know when to head back for dinner. Want to quit walking at a certain time? SoundStep even has a built-in alarm with 4 different sounds. Just set it for the time you want and start your walk or run. When it's the time you set, the alarm goes off. Now you can have more fun walking or jogging than you've ever had, and you'll know exactly how far you've gone.
The distance is 5.07 miles.
And look, as a special bonus, your SoundStep even comes with a real built-in radio and earpiece, so you can listen while you walk or jog. The feature pack SoundStep is yours for only $19.95, so order now.
To order SoundStep, have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-506-8400. That's 1-800-506-8400. Or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to SoundStep, 6960 Eastgate Boulevard, Lebanon, Tennessee. Call now 1-800-506-8400.
It's college football season, and that means classic Friday tailgate. Only on ESPN Classic. Every Friday from 1 to 7, witness the greatest game.
Touchdown! The Snake does it again!
The greatest players and the greatest rivalries in college football history. It's the Classic Friday Tailgate. Every Friday from 1 to 7. Only on ESPN Classic.
Hello, I'm Mike Leeson, and you're watching Friday Tailgate. 6 hours of classic college football to gear you up for this weekend's games, right here on ESPN Classic.
3 minutes to bring them back. Hard to be heard with the roar of the crowd in Tuscaloosa. Hodson has time over the middle, and it is complete.
Eddie Fuller right down the middle of the defense. Again, Eddie Fuller was the one who caught that 4th down pass against Auburn. But again, Tommy Hodson showing a lot of courage, hanging in there after a lot of adversity today.
This is the team that came back all the way against Auburn. That game, of course, was played in Baton Rouge. Here it's in Tuscaloosa and a little bit tougher. But Hodson pulled it out with a 4th down pass that has kept this conference race extremely tight all the way. Now a 1st and 10. Ball at the 36. They run the draw with Egloff. He rams his way out to the 40-yard line before he is brought down. And this will be about a 2nd and 5. That was Willie Shepard wrapping him up.
Again, I really like Mike Archer's decision to hang in there with Hodson as he goes with his quick play here.
Moving it quickly. Hodson. There's a 1st down, and Moss cuts back in and goes down the sideline, but let's see, is he out of bounds over there? Yes, he is. So it'll be an 11-yard gain, enough to move the chains.
You're going to see Moss step out here after he catches the ball, tries to cut it back inside, but right there the left foot was out. But with 2 minutes left, still both of these teams have wasted some timeouts.
At the conclusion of this game, we'll select a Chevrolet Most Valuable Player from each team, and Chevrolet donates a $1,000 scholarship to the General Scholarship Fund of each school. LSU coming up to the line of scrimmage, 1:59 to go. They trail Alabama. 18-16. Hodson throws complete to Moss. Moss cutting inside the 30, and he is still free inside the 20-yard line with Willie Shepard chasing him down from behind. But that's the play that has set LSU up for a win here today. A 31-yard pass play. That was the combination that hit for their big touchdown.
And Brent, it was really the same play. Moss crossing right there over the middle. They get the ball to him on the move, and they think he is very hard to tackle once you get him the ball on the move. His 6th catch of the day.
LSU loves to use former running backs as its wide receivers because they move so well in the open field, as Moss has done here today. Now LSU inside the 20-yard line. Hodson running Egloff on the draw play, and he is stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And Brent, here is where Alabama wishes they had some of those timeouts back that they wasted in this second half.
Now there is a story involving what could be a field goal attempt. Let's keep in mind that Pat O'Neill, the normal deep snapper for LSU, quit the team this week. So Archer has been using Cubex as his snapper, and they've had a couple of problems. So let's keep that in the back of our mind. We're inside of a minute. LSU trailing it by 2. 2nd and 9. Hodson with time, going for the end zone, and he's dropped. Fuller going to the corner with a touchdown catch, drops the ball.
And that ball was right there. Beautiful protection, set up a great throw to Fuller, who had beaten Kendrick, number 27. I think he was worried about his feet and lost sight of the ball.
Halliburton, the tight end, off Coach Archer's bench, bringing the play out. This will be a 3rd down, 40 seconds. LSU with 1 timeout remaining, don't forget. And they have already used 2. Hodson, and they'll set it up for the field goal. They'll let Egloff attempt to center it here with the time running down. They'll let the clock tick away. Now the officials stop it. And Alabama will bring it to a halt at the 33-second mark. And so we have come down to David Browndyke in this situation. And probably the most important man here will be the snapper.
Let's go, everybody over here. Everybody out! Because, Brent, if it is a bad snap, remember Derek Thomas, as Bill Curry brings his entire team over to him. They have blocked 2 kicks this year. Derek Thomas blocking 2 of them.
Let's get a piece of this thing. Be on side now. We're going to block. Got to be on side. We're going to block it. Every time on this play. I'll get this one. Block right. Block right. Block right. It's block right.
Here's David Browndyke. And they have sent number 45 in there. That's Mike Hebert. He's going to snap the ball. Perfect. Browndyke with a great leg, a 34-yard field goal. LSU leads it with 28 seconds to go.
And Brent, give Tommy Hodson some credit, a guy who struggled most of the game, but once again got his team in position to win the ball game.
It was a perfect snap by that young man, and Browndyke just nailed it through. Chris Mook, the holder all day long.
And Brent, once again, you have to wonder about Alabama wasting 2 timeouts in this half. They have 0 remaining and 28 seconds to go.
Browndyke, who has kicked off all day long, and Coach Archer quickly, Coach Curry checking the seconds left on the clock with only 28. And 8,000 fans could be awfully happy as they head back to Louisiana. Now, deep to return, Pierre Goud, the speedster, number 2, standing at the 5-yard line. William Kent is also back there with him. Kick it on the ground. They want to keep it out of Goud's hands. And this is Cassimus. Kasem is down near the 30-yard line. 23 seconds. 23 seconds to go here for Alabama, trailing it 19-18.
They need about 36 yards to get in position for a field goal.
They set up for the shotgun, and there was movement on the right side of the offensive line and the left side of the defensive line. It's athletic director Steve Sloan there.
We got no flag. We got illegal procedure on the offensive team caused by encroachment of the defensive team. It's no flag at all. Still first down.
Again, needing 36 yards to give their field goal kicker Doyle a chance.
Is there a penalty on them? Hey!
That's a wanting a little clarification. Somebody caused something, but they should have done it both. Get some contact in there.
As soon as you see that offensive lineman move, you should make some contact, bust right in the offensive line.
Leaving them with 20 seconds. They'll go from the shotgun. Smith has time. He'll drop it over the middle to Battle. At midfield, 14-13, and remember, no timeouts remaining. It's an 18-yard gain, and there's an injured LSU player down at the 25. Clock is stopped with 12 seconds. That's Clint James who's down at the 25.
And that gives David Smith a chance to get the ball downfield and get the ball out of bounds.
Payne, one of his wide men. Russell, the tight end. Battle, the other wide receiver. Castile and Turner are the running backs alongside Smith.
And Brent, David Smith needs to get about 18 yards here, end the ball out of bounds to give his field goal kicker a chance.
James being helped off. He's been shaken up a couple of times here this afternoon. It has been a fierce war. 12 seconds left on the clock. LSU 19, Alabama 18. And ball is at the Bama 48-yard line. Three deep defensive backs for LSU, not wanting to give up the home run. Now Smith throwing to the far side, has it complete and out of bounds to Russell with 4 seconds. They've got time to bring in the field goal unit.
That is great time management by the Tide.
So it'll come down to Philip Doyle. A 54-yard field goal attempt. On its way. No. LSU wins it. Down to Pat O'Brien.
All right, Brent, thank you. Nothing's easy here, is it?
No, it's typical LSU Alabama game. It's just, you know, this is our 5th year here, and I don't think anybody's ever scored more than 20 points. Very courageous effort by our football team to be down 15-0 on the road, and you know, a lot of things happened against us, but we hung together, and I take my hats off to the kids and the coaches.
Did you ever have any doubt about taking Tommy Hudson out or in?
No, the guy has done so much for us here, and you know, we all have our good days and our bad days, and not all of it's the quarterback's fault. We got to protect him, we got to catch it, you know, and do all those things. He's a great young man, and he's going to lead us to many more victories.
Coach, how do you like your chances for the SEC title?
Well, right now, let me just enjoy this one, and we got to go to Starkville next week and play Mississippi State, and we'll just take it from there and see what happens.
You know what? We are going to let you enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
LSU wrapped up the victory on a late field goal to win it 19-18. The Tigers finished the season as SEC champs and earned a trip to the Hall of Fame Bowl, where they lost to Syracuse 23-10, but maintain a record of 8-4 on the year. For the Crimson Tide, the 1988 season was capped off with a 29-28 Sun Bowl victory over Army. Alabama's final record was 9-3. This concludes another afternoon of Friday Tailgate. For more information on specific